my name is Shantel from Shantel is Probably Sorry. The time the reaction starts is in the description. This is DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Season 3, Episode 16, called I, Ava. Unrelated, but 316 is a, not important numerology. Yeah, it's weird. It's significant numerology to me. I couldn't explain it if I tried to. It's just, for some reason, the numbers stick out to me. It's weird, like that combination. Also, if anyone wants a song to listen to, there's 3:16 AM by Jhené Aiko. I used to listen to that a few years ago. A lot. Don't really know anything about what's happening in this episode. Someone asked me why the videos were becoming more transparent, and I just thought I would say it now instead of responding in a comment. It's because I've started lowering the opacity. I'm still trying to find the right balance of, like, you know, not too transparent. I'm still figuring that out. Learning curve, I guess. I don't know.
Previously on Legends of Tomorrow,
That's Ava's voice.
Well. Indian 5354Z.
Yes.
Sarah can never find out the truth about Ava.
I don't deserve you.
I really hope we find out the truth.
I don't. I'm not gonna do this.
What if it's bad?
I'm sorry.
You want a dog?
It's pork.
So what?
No. Thank you.
I have a story now. I'm gonna tell it at the end. I think I've told this story on my channel, but I'm gonna tell it again.
I can't think of anyone better to learn to train a new totem bearer.
I heard an accent slip.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Get right on it.
I love that.
Good luck.
It's weird. Like when I know an actor has an accent and I hear the accent slip, I don't know why.
Deep breath.
Don't worry, Gary. Because we're gonna find her.
We? Go find her?
I'm sorry.
Thanks for taking the time.
This isn't exactly how I imagined meeting Ava's parents. Not that I imagined meeting Ava's parents. Hello. How can we help you? Sleepover, really? Uh-huh. Who the hell are you guys?
Oh God, I hate the sight of blood. Sarah?
Okay, fine, we'll tell you everything. Just don't kill us.
Why the hell shouldn't I?
Because we're just actors.
What?
Sorry. Blood sugar thing. Fasting.
Fasting.
Yeah, I'm not eating.
Trying to lose some fat, huh?
No, I love my body. I'm trying to observe Ramadan.
Jesus.
Oh, observe it on a full stomach.
Is this bacon?
You Jewish?
There's no telling what else she...
Hey.
Don't I look fine?
Not really.
Where have you been?
I was visiting my parents in Fresno. Home-cooked meals and all. What do you mean the mothership is on the move?
I mean, someone's stealing it, ma'am.
Track it. I'm going after it personally.
Well, if you want to ask her, now's your chance. Dr. Sharp!
Hello?
Dr. Sharp?
Just down across.
Holy crap.
Dr. Sharp's? What kind of world is this? Paradise? I had a dream like this once.
Yeah, me too, but mine involved less clothing.
Mine too. Okay. Well, I guess this is why they declared 2213 who had sex with a clone.
Here at Advanced Variant Automation, we are working to bring a brighter future. Our cloning program has produced the Ava. Ava is the perfect woman, designed to keep us safe and restore order to the chaos.
It makes sense they clone Ava. She was the perfect woman.
Oh, calm down, Gary. She's okay.
Before I have an Ava overload,
I think it's funny because immediately I thought robot, and then I thought clone, and then I was like, why would it be clones? And then I thought robot, and then it was clones. That's why I was laughing. And also, because clones, I mean... Jesus, why does Orphan Black run my life?
If you want to die a quick death, quite frankly, you do.
oh.
That is exactly what it means.
Guys?
Damn.
Can we help? Not unless you want both of them to kill you.
Oh, damn.
she comes too.
Oh wow, okay.
It's weird.
It's not funny.
I once thought that losing this totem was the greatest threat to me and my family.
Oh,
That
she
you were
knows.
in love with my Nanaba. When you kill him, do it slowly.
I was rooting for you, Kuasa. God damn it.
What does he mean, another one?
Don't mind Gary.
I know.
You know, it's interesting. I would have found you sooner. What is this place anyway?
Oh, come on, Ava. The jig's up, we know.
No, she
What are you
doesn't.
talking about?
She doesn't know. Can we stop? She really doesn't know.
Oh my god.
This kind of foolishness
Maybe
can't be
she's
fake.
not a card-carrying member of the Clone Club after all.
I must prepare for the master's
Clone Club.
arrival.
Sorry. Orphan Black runs my life.
I trust you.
Is it strange that I like this look on her?
Will have the legend.
Ooh, I think my audio plug just got plugged out, but it's okay because I got creeped out there for a sec. Woohoo, gotta rewind it now. I like the look though. She looks good in a creepy way. Good job.
He had no idea she was a clone. But did you see the way she reacted?
This is so weird to me.
What?
Well, shit.
Thank God she's gone.
Concentrate
So
on the
odd to
target.
me.
I'm the idiot.
Yeah.
You're the one who doesn't eat when you're hungry. Maybe if you did, you would be such a bitch.
What did you just say?
You hurt me.
Well. This isn't gonna end well. For anyone.
You're the selfish one. Our family's destruction looms in 1992. You promised you'd save us, and yet you continuously search for ways to abandon your family and Zambesi.
I have done everything in my power to try and redeem you.
I'm gonna miss Amaya when she leaves. She's gonna have to go.
Mothership
Eventually.
Look, I know that we aren't together anymore, Sarah, but I really just felt like I needed to be honest with you, okay? Great. Now you all hate me. Not that I can blame you.
You are the same person that you have always been. You are the woman who has worked her way to the top to becoming the head of the Time Bureau. You are extraordinary.
No, my life, my memories, they're all manufactured. They're not real. I'm not even real.
Ava, you are real. You are as real as I feel about you.
How can you say that when I'm just like one of those things?
Because I know you. And I know that you are a badass. And you are different.
Oh.
And now that we both know that, I need you to act exactly like one of those clones if we want to get out of here.
Go ahead, Doc.
Bigger this time.
Oh my God! There's blood everywhere! There's so much blood!
You know better than to blame Wallace for a fool.
No, honey, I can explain.
I feel sorry for Damien Dark, not really.
Such a waste of a good...
Get your hands off that hard body. I'm sorry, that sounded way better in my head.
Excuse me? How?
Or a legacy.
Keep unplugging this damn mother. Didn't her thing used to be blue? It turned purple when Nora had it. Why are you shooting yourself? Why are you shooting yourself?
Stay close, I don't want to lose you in this crowd.
Yeah. This is fun. Brings a whole new meaning to beating myself up, right? Are these puns bad?
This is refusing.
I've had messier breakups.
What happened to Nissa? Is she just rotting in prison? Still?
So sorry.
I'm keeping the suit.
Hot.
No. wrong. We have to leave.
I gave you life, Kuasa. Offered you real power.
Family is true power.
Don't. Let's.
I
Hey.
know you're in there somewhere, Nora. Kuasa. No.
I said don't, and they did it
Should
anyway.
have known.
I said don't, and they did it anyway.
It's Kuasa. She's dead.
Thought you could eat.
Yeah, I told Gideon to tell me when sundown would have been if I get home. Felt her die.
Oh, me too. Mind you, she did try to kill us a couple times.
But she was a totem bearer and Amaya's granddaughter. And the totems supposedly connect us to something larger.
Who recruited you for the Bureau?
Rip, right?
Rick.
He's the one who wiped your file from the Bureau and put 2213 off limits.
Why would he do that to me?
I don't know. But we're gonna find out.
Oh, mystery. Where are we going?
Initialize the time drive and set a course.
Traveling to this time period is inadvisable. I'm sure Captain Lance would not allow it.
Please, Gideon.
1992.
I have to save my granddaughter. I have to save my family. And no one is going to stop me.
Zambezi, 1992.
Why do the legends do these things? Okay, so the red circle thing is on this time. Just making sure that I don't f around and not record my outro comments, because that would be very frustrating. I did write down a few things to say. I don't know what order I'm going to say them, so I'm just going to kind of say stuff. This episode was very Ava-centric, yes, but we also did see Kuasa and Amaya and that stuff. And I remember while watching, in terms of Kuasa, I could see the good. I think I could see it from far back along in Kuasa. I mean, even though she was on the Darks team, I saw the potential for good, which is what we saw ultimately in this episode. But I remember being like, I was rooting for you. Because I was, and I could see the effects of the things Amaya said to her. I could see it. Oh, that's a bummer. But speaking of which, Amaya is now going to 1992, and I was like, why do the legends do these things? Time is already broken. There are already tears in the time stream. Why are we doing this? Well, whatever. Oh, before I forget, every single time I've read the title I, Ava, it's bothered me because I know it's supposed to remind me of something, but I can't, it's not clicking. It's not clicking. I know it's some sort of reference to another work. Like, I think it might be a film piece or something. I just can't. Wait. There was it's a movie about a robot, right? Something. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, I know I don't even sound like I'm making sounds right now, but if anyone knows what I'm talking about, could you please talk about it in the comments, because I have no clue why the title is bothering me so much. I do like Gary. Oh, before I continue though, I should finish what I was saying about the Amaya and Kuasa thing. If Amaya wants her grandchildren to survive and the legacy to live on in time to remain intact, then she's going to have to go back to Zambezi 1942. For some reason she's going to Zambezi 1992 to save the village. I don't know. Anyway, she's going to have to go back eventually. Kind of sucks because I like the character a lot, and I'm going to miss the character. Anyway, there was something that I guess Amaya was saying after Kuasa died that made me wonder whether or not they were going to end up using the flasher on Amaya when she does end up going back to 1942, or maybe in a generalized sense. Now, how specific is this flasher? Does it target certain events in someone's memory, or is it just like, hey, 24 hours? Your last 24 hours are gone. Ava is a clone I wasn't expecting that. And inevitably, Orphan Black will always find its way into my conversations. It made it into my last Black Lightning video, and it obviously made its way into this. But I mean, it's clones. And there was a little reference to Orphan Black in there too, Clone Club. But in the moment where Rory and Zari could feel in their totems that Kuasa had died, they shared the connection because of their totems. And when, I can't spoil this for anybody. This will be spoiler free. I tried not to spoil, or not to spoil plot points. Like, I don't just straight up say, oh, this person killed this person, da, 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 da. You know, that was so ugly. I don't do that. I try not to, unless I literally say, hey, I'm about to just say a spoiler. I'll show you when I'm done talking about the spoiler. When Zari was talking about feeling Kuasa die, it reminded me of Kira, because Kira from Orphan Black has a connection to all the clones, has this emotional connection, and she can feel what they're feeling, and she can feel their existence. She could feel if a clone were to die, and she had a line very similar to that within the series. Just being able to know because you can feel it. That instance would have reminded me of Kira anyway, even if this episode wasn't about clones. But I just think it's really coincidental, unless it wasn't a coincidence, that this episode was about clones, and then also the whole concept of sharing a connection, an emotional connection, where you can feel other people's existences because of a common link you share. And in this case, it's the totems. The totems are connected. I think it was pretty badass how Maya reclaimed the Anansi totem, though. So I said that I was going to tell a story. Okay? And this story also kind of ties into some stuff I was going to say about Zari and Rory with the whole Ramadan pork thing. So my best friend is Muslim, Dahia. Dahia is Muslim. A few years ago, we were on a FaceTime call and I was shoving my face with marshmallows. And I say to her, hey, do you like marshmallows? And she's like, I don't eat marshmallows, I'm Muslim. And I thought that she misheard me or something. I was like, what? No, I said, do you like marshmallows? And she's like, I'm Muslim. And I'm like, well, what does that have to do with anything? And she's like, gelatin? And I was like, I don't even know what gelatin is, but all right. And I looked it up. I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense now. Okay, cool. And then actually, since I've only been pescatarian for 2 years. But since then, I've also been like paying attention as to whether food I eat has gelatin in it or not, and I will make the decision. I'm not vegan or anything, but I will still make the decision. Most of the time, I choose not to eat something with gelatin in it. Sometimes I will eat something with gelatin in it. It really just depends on the occasion and what I feel is appropriate. But that's the thing. I know about Ramadan. I know about the rules of Ramadan. I know about some of the holidays. I know about pork, but not everybody does. And I always appreciate in a show when the show brings some sort of an issue to attention in the smallest of ways. It doesn't have to be, oh, blaring right in your face type of thing. It's just, hey, here's a little detail about this person's culture or this group of people's culture that you may not know. Because unless you meet someone of that demographic or of a different demographic or cultural background or religious background than your own, or unless you, for whatever reason, care enough to specifically go out and educate yourself on the different experiences people have based on religion or culture or skin color or sexual orientation or gender or whatever, you won't know. And that's the thing. Sometimes people just don't know. Not that I'm justifying hatred that comes from ignorance. I'm just saying sometimes people just don't know. Because either they don't, it doesn't even occur to them, or they've never met a person like that. I'm not saying that in any way excuses hatred, because there's a complete difference in not knowing and then just being hateful. But yeah, I think details like that are cool. because someone who watched this episode who didn't know what Ramadan was, or didn't know that Muslims don't eat pork, or didn't know that Ramadan, well, you can resume eating at sundown, now they know those things. Someone who didn't know that going into the episode now knows those things coming out of the episode. And it's just knowledge that a person may not have previously had. And I think that's cool. And I think it's important too. And that's the thing about television shows and representation, and why so many people care so much about representation. Aside from being able to see yourself in a character, or to see a character that reminds you of someone you do know, if the representation is done correctly, it will teach people who didn't previously know these things about your culture, or the experience of someone of your sexual orientation, or any of those factors that make one person's daily experience different than another person's daily experience. It can let people who didn't know now know. There is a small possibility that I'll be doing a reaction to this for next week. I know that we're going to see a younger version of Obama next week, and Grodd next week, and I'm assuming Amaya going to save her village next week. And so there are important developments in the episode. I'm just not necessarily sure if it's something I need to watch from my channel. If anyone cares enough to want me to watch it from my channel, just leave a comment after the episode airs, like Monday night or Tuesday morning or something, and I'll get it. And that's it in general. If you care enough to want me to watch an episode from my channel, just let me know soon after the episode airs. But yeah, I guess that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. You can check out my channel, my playlists, or my description to see what other shows I watch, and subscribe if any of those things interest you. Hope you're having a wonderful existence, and I guess that brings me to bye. Oh, okay. How did I do that?
But maybe you could.
Yeah, but who's gonna stop Mick from burning down the ship with fire totem?
But, oh, I forgot to turn my screen recording off. That would be important as well. Sorry, I got confused. I saw something. Never mind.
We broke up.
Wait, what? Why didn't you tell us?
No, you guys can't break up. I was shipping you so hard.
That's why you're leaving.
Gary.
That is not why I'm leaving.
This episode was very.
Clearly you have some grievances.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
This next episode,
At 8, 7 Central.
I guess that brings me to bye. I have a bit of a headache, but it's like behind my eye socket. It's in here. That's where it is. So sometimes I just have to like put my thumb up there, because it helps for some reason. The pressure